Welcome to Astro News Weekly, where we report the latest astrological news for the week of the 13th of September. We like our news better, by the way, because we use the sun, the moon, and the stars as our reporters. No talking heads, no comments from the peanut gallery. It's just all news astrologically. So let's dig in to how the week is going to look. Monday, the moon is in Sag, and Sag is friendly, happy. Let's take a trip. Maybe you will be planning a trip. The moon is a happy, happy, happy moon on Monday, but it will be in conflict with Virgo sun. So that could be something to do with a relationship, something to do with between a man and a woman that's a little conflicting. It shouldn't hurt you too bad. I would not play the Powerball on Monday. From 2 to 4 Pacific time, relationships can get a little stressed. That will be a little later in the evening. And there will be conflict also with Neptune in the evening, so that just kind of stirs the pot and makes things a little bit more confusing. Go and play some music or watch a good movie. That would be my advice. Just don't get into any conflict with partnership at that time. Stay away. That's why I say knowing astrology is good. You can avoid the pitfalls. All right, on Tuesday, the sun will be in opposition to Neptune. Again, Neptune is a little lost. It can make you feel a little low sometimes, depressed. It can make you feel confused at times. The better part of Neptune is you may want to get by water, and your dreams are going to be more profused. All right, it can also make you more psychic or feel like your gut feelings or empathic feelings are correct, and they probably are. It can be a little foggy, but that evening the moon enters Capricorn, which is very stable, very steady. So maybe whatever problems you might be having on Tuesday, that Capricorn moon at night will mitigate them. You can make better decisions in Capricorn than Sag. All right, because Sag is kind of like getting off the seat of your pants, and Capricorn is, let's see about this. All right, so Mars moves into from Virgo to Libra. It's going to move into Libra for the next 6 weeks. It has been in Virgo for the last 6 weeks. That was more about business, career. Now it's going to be more about partnerships for the next 6 weeks. Mars can be a little testy. It can be a little stressful. So perhaps your relationships will be a little irritable for you, but as long as you know it, you can rise above that. I always say namaste, namaste. And so if you know about it, you can bring that harmony in and compromise that Libra energy brings in. It's also good for the business and social end of your life. Now, Wednesday, the moon in Capricorn will be unfavorable to Mercury. So that could be some kind of communication downfall. It could be a yank in your communications. Perhaps your communications aren't as good as they usually are. Don't worry about them. That is that unfavorable movement toward Mercury. But it will be over by Thursday, so whatever you were not agreeing about, it could come to be on Thursday. The moon will still be in Capricorn, but it's going to go into void of course, and that will be from 10:30 Wednesday night to 8:30 in the morning on Thursday, and that's Pacific time, so it'll be a little later on the East Coast. However, that void of course, I always tell you, is flat energy. It's unproductive energy. So the best thing to do Thursday is just work your head off, or go see a movie, or just do something you enjoy to do. Watch the ocean. Just don't do anything where you're signing an agreement. At 8:30, the moon leaves Capricorn, and goes into Aquarius. Aquarius is fun-loving. It's about technical. It's all about technical, and it's ruled by Uranus, so let's take a risk. And that's a lot more freer energy than the Capricorn energy was. The sun later on Friday will be in harmony with Pluto, and Pluto is very good with psychological things, mental things. It's like an X-ray machine. It would be good for metaphysical studies, for psychological studies, getting a reading, studying astrology, anything like that that's hidden, and secrets might come up for the better. Venus will be in unfavorable placement to Saturn on that day, so that could make you feel a little blocked with energy. It might make you feel like you don't feel like doing anything. It also could make you feel a little lonely. But the Sun and Pluto will help make everything more manageable in that and insightful. So that will be good in one respect, that you get more insight in whatever the problem is with Saturn. Now on Friday, the moon continues into Aquarius, quirky, fun-loving Aquarius, with tension with Uranus. Now Uranus brings up surprises. You never know what Uranus will do, but it does rule Aquarius, so it will be in a more favorable placement for it. It's the ruler, and from 10 to 12 Pacific time. Saturday, the moon will go into void of course in Aquarius. Void of course is that flat, unproductive energy from 2:15 a.m. in the morning to 1:22 p.m. in the afternoon on Saturday. So most of that day, at least all the morning, you're not going to really feel like doing much of anything except cleaning up and doing unfinished business. It might be too that you're sleeping through most of that void of course anyway, just like the other one in the week. So we have 2 void of courses this week. Now later that day, the moon will leave Aquarius and go into Pisces. Pisces is an emotional, it's charitable. You can get your feelings hurt sometimes because it's very, very sensitive. On Sunday, the moon will continue in Pisces in harmony with Venus. How lovely is that? Some of you might be going to a spiritual place of worship. You might feel very tingly and bubbly and dreamy-eyed because Neptune will do that for you, and so will Venus. But Neptune rules Pisces, so you're getting that Neptune energy, which is the higher octave of Venus, and then you get that favorable placement with Venus. So that could be very good, very favorable. Like I say, charitable, spiritual, and pleasurable in the morning. And then 3 to 5 Pacific time, it'll be a little later for Eastern Standard Time. The moon will be in harmony with Uranus. That is great. That brings in surprises, excitement, getting you out of the rut that you feel like you were in, and getting out of a routine. So we really, really need that for Sunday, because otherwise, it kind of looks like a pretty routine week. It doesn't look to me like it's bringing in much surprise at all. I don't really see a time where you should play the Powerball, except for maybe Sunday morning looks pretty good because you have that Venus there. So that would be excellent with that Powerball game. All right, well, that about wraps it up for this week. Thank you for sharing it with me, and I hope you have a safe week ahead. And if you are looking for a personal reading, please call me or write me or text me, or go to www.cindywallace.com if you're looking for the free newsletter as well. And also, I am selling at this time my meditation CD, It teaches you how to meditate and gives you a clear picture